is that the only thing that you actually want is to feel differently than how you feel right now. All right, so today I want to talk about a subtype of OCD and anxiety called false memory. And this will oftentimes correspond with real event. So, some people will like have this false, your mind has this capacity to, again, create this idea of having a false memory about something. So like, did that happen? And trying to figure out if something happened or if that's a false memory or real memory or all this other stuff. So when it comes to how do we address this, and this is going to be a shorter episode, the trap of OCD with any theme is that it gets you to assume that the theme is the issue. So false memory or real event gets you to actually like, this thing could have really happened in the past, right? I could have really run someone over with my car and not known about it. And just like any other theme, what the mechanism of OCD is attempting to do is there's this feeling of fear here, projecting the feeling of fear onto a theme or idea, getting you to ruminate and escape the feeling by engaging in compulsions, usually mental or physical. In false memory and real event, it's almost primarily mental compulsion, right? Because you're analyzing the past, you're trying to recall perfectly, you're asking people, so you may like verbally ask people and stuff like that. But usually so much of it is about trying to recall it in your mind. Once you get into the conversation, the trap is that the damage is already done because now you're doing compulsions and the loop just becomes self-sustaining. So just like someone with contamination doesn't really address this from the idea of this is a contamination problem, because it's not. Or harmful intrusive thoughts, sexual intrusive thoughts, religious, morality, health. Like you go through any theme, the first thing that we have to do is we have to move to the plane of, I am not dealing with a theme issue or whatever my mind is saying. I'm dealing with a fear loop. And we have to make that jump and really completely buy into that jump. We can't kind of assume that they're both existing simultaneously. It's either one or the other. And what we're attempting to solve and how we're attempting to solve it is going to depend on the results, is going to create the results that we get. So for instance, if I really believe that I'm trying to solve something in my past, well, ruminating about it and analyzing it, I guess practically makes sense. The issue is that with this, there is nothing in the past to resolve. And the reality is there's nothing you can do about the past. So this isn't a past problem. Like there's literally nothing you can do about the past. It's already happened. So the only logical thing you can do with your life is live in the present. In the present and then moving forward. You can't change the past. You can't alter it. So spending your present moments reliving or rehashing or trying to remember or reflect on the past takes you out of your life. And the problem of false memory OCD or real event OCD, because it happened quote unquote in the past and it could or could not be real, the problem of it is that it removes you from the present. And actually, again, it is having you suffer presently over something that doesn't exist. And it's literally the same thing with worrying about the future. The future doesn't exist either. It's causing present moment suffering. And once we really embrace the idea that what we're resolving is a present moment loop of fear that I'm trying to resolve by thinking that if I go into the past, I'm going to resolve this, then we really are working at the right problem. Because if you're really honest, the only reason that you want this answer that you think you need, or that your mind is screaming at you to get, is because you think it will make you feel better right now. And if you really buy into what I just said there, you'll understand that that's really the secret of all OCD. is that the only thing that you actually want is to feel differently than how you feel right now. That's it. Because if I told you, hey, I'm going to give you the perfect answer to your question, but you still have to feel how you feel right now, do you want that? Hey, I'm going to give you that $1 billion, but the catch is you have to be depressed for the rest of your life. Do you want that? No matter what it is, the only reason you think you want that is because it will resolve the uncomfortable feeling that's presently existing right now that you don't want to feel. And to simplify, it's like that's what OCD and anxiety is. It's the chronic escapism of an emotion that we don't believe we can handle, we don't know what to do with, or we don't think we should be feeling. So we escape into our mind by ruminating. We escape by, again, doing various physical compulsions, analyzing the past, thought blocking, thought suppression, but it's all an avoidance of emotion. And oftentimes, even then, the reason we're afraid is because we think that something in the past or some real event will lead to a different emotion that we don't believe we can handle. So it's not even about the past, but it's more about what you project that could mean that you might find yourself in an emotional state that you don't believe you can handle. And once you get that and you understand that this is all actually about escaping emotion, you start to realize the importance of learning how to confront and really release emotion in your system. And when it comes to the real event, false memory stuff, we get out of the narrative that this has anything to do with the past, and we move back to the reality that this all has to do with, I don't like what I'm feeling right now, and I want to escape it. And that's really with any theme. Like with any theme. Whatever the mind is saying, it's just a justification for the presence of an emotion. It's not really the cause. And it's one of the central points in TBC, or Taking Back Control, the program that I run. When it comes to breaking this loop, is we first have to acknowledge what we're really experiencing, what's really going on. And it's not anything to do really with the past. It's all to do with really just, I'm experiencing something right now that I don't want to. And so once you start moving to that reality and confronting what's really happening right now, that's the secret to really breaking these loops. So with that, I hope this was helpful. And again, wishing you a great day and a great week as always, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Hey there, this is Matt Codde, and I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch that episode. And if you found it helpful, we have some other episodes available for you as well that we've linked here. And if you're looking for additional resources, I have links down in the notes, or you can head over to restoredminds.com/start to get started with some new free resources that we have available. Thanks so much, and look forward to seeing you soon.